if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now here's Bryant. Black defending. Okongwu, a screen on Holiday. Here's Nembhard. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Their defensive effort is certainly lacking since halftime. They need to wake up.
Evan Mobley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Anthony Black. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Daniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. No good. That would have tied it. Los Angeles leading by 3. Bryant outside. And no good. Good work defensively by Black. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And that one's good.
Boy, it has been a huge night for Leonard. The skill is obvious, but his strength is what makes him hard to defend.
Now Nembhard. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Melton's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Nembhard, the pass to Okongwu. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now. Here's James. Good D by Melton.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way out.
Black with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Leonard looking over the floor. Stolen by Melton. Okongwu finds Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
And it's Leonard with the ball for Minnesota. Lets it go from the wing. Okongwu with the rebound.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Now here's Leonard. Leonard doesn't hold back.
Another big night in the career of Kawhi. What a devastating player he is. Fun to watch, too.
Okongwu, a screen on James. And Melton, here we go. Stolen by Valanciunas. Leonard with the ball. Now Porter defending. Shot left block. And it's Leonard with the bucket inside. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-hustling the opposition on the offensive glass.
And Minnesota with possession here, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Valanciunas. The Lakers with a rebound. From deep, Melton. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. And James gets it to go.
Boy, don't sleep on Kawhi's passing ability now. He can drop dimes as well as score.
The Lakers have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Both teams making some changes here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So so it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Bryant. And he banks in the layup. Bryant's got 28 points for the game.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
To the inside, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Here's Bryant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. The first one falls.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
From deep, Mobley. Rebound, the Lakers. Bryant's got 6 rebounds in the game.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Pass to Houston. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Valanciunas.
You got to be aware when Valanciunas is in the area. He's capable of sending your shot back.
And Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Lakers trail. Bryant outside. High arcing shot. Oh, it's blocked by Valanciunas.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Watford. Mobley with the block.
Man, Mobley is always lurking, ready to erase any shot that comes his way.
Just in time with the putback.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Bryant. Drives to the hoop. Both hands there for a little extra.
Look at how fired up Bryant is. Determined the score for sure.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Minnesota. Here's Valanciunas. Now here's Leonard. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Capella, screen on Leonard. He blocks it again.
The blocks keep coming from him. I mean, that block has tied him for the most in a playoff game for this team.
And his defense is the foundation for this team and has him in the record books for this franchise.
You know, in the case of Jrue Holiday, having 2 brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And Los Angeles making a change here. Warford's checked in.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Cleared away by Valanciunas. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Outside Holiday. Here's Valanciunas. Using the glass to lay it in.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
The Lakers shooting around 53% of the 4th. And it's Mitchell, and again with the block.
And it seems like every time a shot's gone up, he's been there to send it away. What a defensive performance.
And believe it or not, he's now set a new franchise record for blocks in a playoff game.
The game on the line, the balance in jeopardy. This guy, Kobe, steps up big. Big time shot.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Right side, Mitchell. On the wing, Bryant, covered by Daniels.
been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Now here's Leonard. Outside Mobley. Let's loose for three. It's off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, that's just a heads-up play. Kobe doing a really good job drawing the foul and still getting the shot off. Never good to lose a player to fouls, but fortunately, he's not the only talent they have. They got other guys that can fill his spot.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to one. That one drops. He ties it up.
Nicely done. Not much separating these teams. That's when you have to make good at the line.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard! Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Bryant outside. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Leonard fires! Time expires! We're going to overtime! And we'll return shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Black out there with Drew Holiday. Then it's Evan Mobley, and it's Daniels in at the 3, the small forward. Mobley on a screen. Takes a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Holiday's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Nembhard with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Kuzma. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Holiday. Now Mobley. Clock at 4. Now Holiday fires the 3. Shot's no good.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Okongwu, a throwback possession. 2 points.
Giving up the ball in the two-man game right there. I think Kobe deserves a little more credit for his playmaking ability.
Nembhard against Holiday. Here's Daniels. Now Leonard. Now Mobley. From deep. Rejected by Okongwu. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu. Here's Leonard. Shot clock at 2.
Now, it's up to Kuzma to play with the kind of heart and hustle on defense that's required. And he's versatile at that end of the floor.
Picked up by Kongu. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Leonard. Black with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Here's Holiday. Puts up the tray. Nope.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Oh, he can't hit it.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Leonard against Porter. Now here's Black, tightly guarded. Cash it in!
Black is a strong finisher inside, and he can go either power or finesse, whatever is called for.
It's Bryant with a drive.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Outside Leonard for 3. Rebounded by Porter.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Do not test Evan Mobley, a top-level shot blocker.
Up top, Leonard. And Leonard powers it down.
When this team needs a bucket, they feel very comfortable turning to Leonard.
There's a screen by Kuzma. With a teardrop. And there's the layup. Good.
Kyle Kuzma, a man you can trust in the clutch. Big spots, big shots.
Here's Holiday. From 12 feet out, Cash.
Humongous bucket from Holiday. He's become one of the most reliable players in this league during the game and in big moments as well.
And count it.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Leonard. Mobley, a screen on Bryant. Just 3 to shoot. It's stolen by Kongu. Leonard there for the rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Nails it.
What an offensive force Holiday can be going like this.
And it's a Lakers ball. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And Bryant, here we go.
Kobe has been sensational.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Leonard! It falls!
Boy, just look at what Leonard is doing.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game. And Minnesota calls time here. 23 seconds left in overtime. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority. Boy, those were big free throws right there. It's exactly how you want to close out a game.
And the foul called on Anthony Black. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 9-point game here.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
And so it's the Lakers with the W. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.